Yeah.
Early internet.
Early internet.
Is it time to start?
I think it's time to start the show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I hit the record button this time, so we'll see how that goes, because we're in a whole different system.
Yeah. This should work this time.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll say hello, everyone.
Ooh.
Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 181.
Bonjour.
We're so close. 19 episodes away from our 200th
Big 200.
episode.
Oh, my God.
What are we going to do for our 200th episode?
Start an OnlyFans?
Oh, okay. Yep.
I think that's it.
A classic OnlyFans, where it's OnlyFans.
Yep.
We only show our fans.
There's one right over there.
Not like blowing fans, but like fans. Like people who are our fans.
I don't like that terminology, really.
No?
No, it's weird to me.
It's because it's all of our friends.
Well, that and it's like, I don't know. Just whenever I see like people say like, if you're Chris Evans, okay, fans. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're a streamer, it's like, oh, my fans? I don't know, man. It's just weird to me.
Maybe a little bit.
Anyways. Especially when it's like, I mean, we're not like huge streamers or anything like that. So it's just like,
it's all a close, personal knit community of your friends.
Fans?
You guys fans?
I don't have any fans.
No, just friends.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I'm Mikey T.
Yes.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of you.
Oh, I'm a fan of you. Oh, well. Excellent.
Let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
Over there, across from me, that's KurbStomped.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Welcome
and
to
you
the show.
are listening to the StreamVoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
So they say.
So they say. Mostly it's in between stuff now, but, you know.
Eventually it'll settle down.
Eventually it'll settle down once we start hiring people over here.
Ooh.
We are coming to you live from the Game Hub in Kamloops, BC. You can see it behind us if you're watching the stream or looking at the VOD.
Yep.
It's kind of there. You can see some stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's there.
Yep. There's stuff in here too.
Yes.
I won't call you out about this stuff you're not selling.
Yeah. Yeah, don't call me out about that.
It's nothing bad.
No. Just
it's not like a pile of drugs right here or something.
No. It could be, though. You can't see the table.
Yeah, you can't see the table.
You can't see the table. It could be just a massive pile of
it's
cocaine.
like Scar at the end of Scarface.
Yeah. This isn't a front. We actually sell board games.
Yeah, exactly.
And card games. But there is a pile of video games underneath the table.
Yeah, one's actually worth some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some Atari 2600 games. You got a double ender one there. It's worth like $70.
Yep.
America. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
That's quite wild.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're past the everything else part, tell me about everything else. Like all the in-between stuff that has happened. I mean, we've gone a couple weeks here without a podcast.
Oh, yeah. Last Sunday. We didn't have one, yeah.
What happened last Sunday?
Well, you originally had family stuff.
I had a family thing.
Because it was a long weekend.
Yeah.
But then I think you ended up working.
No, I was at family.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah, I stayed the night out there. I wasn't planning on staying the night out there, but then we stayed the night out there. So.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't do one last weekend. It was a long weekend. I did a mini DGen stream.
Yes.
Where I just streamed for 3 days, more or less.
Mini DGen?
Yeah.
Or is that just full DGen?
Well, a full one is much longer. Let's slap this camera over.
Slap the camera. Go ahead.
The full one,
slap it.
The full one is much longer.
Yeah? A full week?
2 weeks last time.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I ended up just playing the First Ascendant.
Yes, of course.
I've got a problem. It's called the First Ascendant.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
Yep, that seems to be all you're playing right now.
Yeah, it is. I haven't played anything else.
No.
Just
streaming First Ascendant. Go to work, get home.
Yeah.
Maybe nap. Not even nap. Just straight to First Ascendant.
Eat dinner, have a shower. It's First Ascendant. Yeah, I looked on True Achievements. I finally got all the achievements last night.
Yeah.
Not that they're hard to get, but the last one was like modify a gun type I don't use, so I never got it till last night or whatever. But I went to True Achievements, the achievement tracking website. It's like, I've played for 300 hours.
Wow.
I know, dude.
That's good.
It's only been out for a month. It's like 10 hours a day.
You've been degenning it.
Yeah, that's like 10 hours a day. Oh my God. Anyways, I like it a lot, so.
Literally 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
You're getting in some of the DLC outfits there.
Oh, you saw my bathing suit?
Yeah. I was like, is that TOS compliant?
I mean, there was no anal cleft or anything like that.
It's true.
So it's pretty good.
But it's like,
I don't actually
just
really,
hard focus.
I don't really like that one, actually. I like the other ones, the other bathing suits the other girls are wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone was like, it's like the Borat
It's kind of like the
suit.
Borat.
I was like, it is, yeah, which I'm not a huge fan of. But like Valby's is better. I like that. And Luna is wearing jorts with hers, and I like that one a lot too. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I threw it up on the big screen. I threw it up on the big screen. I was like, holy Christ.
Yeah, those cheeks are out there.
Revealing. It's, yeah.
So that's on Viesa. But I did get like a bunch of Ultimate dudes now.
Yeah.
So I have Ultimate Viesa, Ultimate Bunny, Ultimate Valby.
Oh,
I
Ultimate.
almost have Ultimate Lepic. Yeah, they're like better versions. They have more stats and stuff like that. So I should have Ultimate Lepic maybe today. All I need is the code, and I can start cooking them up.
The code.
Yeah, you need 4 different parts to make them.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Warframe.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't know how many you need in Warframe. I can't remember. But I just need the code, which is the last one that lets you put all the other parts together.
Nice.
And I tried to get it yesterday for 5 hours. It's like a 10% drop chance on these amorphous.
10%, and you tried for 5 hours?
But
Holy.
but you have to get the amorphic material first.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only a 20% drop.
Oh.
So I tried to get a bunch. I only opened like maybe 15 because it took that long to get 15. And then you have to get you don't just get to open them. You have to have these shards to actually start the machine up that lets you open them.
Yeah. And those are a 5% chance drop?
No, those are 100% drop, but you only get like 17 at a time. And you need like 30.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to do it 2 times and whatever. Anyways, they're changing all that to make it easier. This is it's even easier than it was when it first came out.
Yeah.
Because they're still,
still tinkering, still figuring things out.
Yeah, and they're making every update they do is making the game more player friendly.
Nice.
Not less player friendly. Like Destiny would be like, oh, no. You're getting too much enjoyment out of that loot cave there. We better get rid of that. Yeah. This game is like, it's fine. Maybe it's a little too much. Let's tone it back a bit, but they don't just like remove it,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. 300 hours
That's
already.
A lot of hours.
Like I played Warframe on PC for 600 hours.
Yeah.
I'm already
over your lifetime.
Yeah. I'm already halfway to the Warframe total.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So, and they got an update coming out next Tuesday, I think. And then shortly we're going to have like the actual first season. This isn't even the first real season.
Still in alpha.
This is, it's released, but they call this like the preseason.
Oh. So
the first season comes out at the end of August with the actual first sort of major release, So
nice.
Yeah. I'm excited. But I've been missing out on other games too, so it sucks. Because there's been these Game Pass ones that I'm like, damn, I want to play that, but then I'm like, no, sorry.
It's too much first sentence.
Yeah. One day I'll be like,
one day I can play another game. Yep.
But not this day, baby.
Nope.
Not this day,
First
baby.
Descendant only.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, good.
Tons of fun.
I haven't played a video game in forever.
No, you're too busy.
Way too busy.
Too busy.
I haven't played a board game either. Or a card game.
Well, that's standard if you own a card game shop.
Yeah, you just watch other people.
Yeah.
It's like we said, you just you get paid $0 to watch other people play board games.
Other people have fun. Exactly. One day.
One day out there, it'll happen.
Yeah, exactly. What happened at work? Nothing.
Yeah.
Warehouse. That's it. Nothing too crazy. Work related.
No,
not really. Just the usual sweatiness at the warehouse. At the office, just me and 3 menopausal ladies.
And 3.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess so.
I can't even remember what happened the week prior to the last week.
At your real work?
Yeah.
Your job job?
This week I was off. I took vacation so I could come and work at the Game Hub 24/7.
Didn't leave? Slept here?
Oh, pretty close.
Oh, crazy.
There were days I was walking out of here at like midnight, 1 a.m.
Oh my God.
Just trying to get everything done that I wanted to get done, and I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. I didn't get an inventory count in.
You never get it done.
Nope.
Never ending.
I got some cards sorted.
Ooh.
I got some shelves put up. I got the back room cleaned up so we can get some more arcade room games in there. I got the storage room cleaned up so we get more storage things in there.
Nice.
Yes.
That's cool. And any new products of note?
Yeah. Lorcana, Shimmering Skies came in.
Ooh.
We managed to get one trove, which is it's like a fat pack for Magic. You get a box, you get dice, you get a life counter and you get 6 packs, I think.
Okay. You got one of those?
One. That's how many we were able to get in. One.
Wow.
They were $65. It walked out of here before we even opened that day.
Did you mark it up?
Well, it was $65.
But I mean, you weren't like, sorry, we only have one. It's got to be 100.
No.
Yeah.
No. We don't like to do that.
I mean, it's different when you have like 30 of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get more in. I think we got 2 boxes of booster packs in, so that's 8. 2 cases rather, so that's 8 boxes total.
And you have some left?
We have 3 left, which is kind of surprising, actually. I would have figured we would have sold most of them already, but we didn't. I mean, we don't really have the Lorcana community over here yet. We've tried to get events going. Not really. We're trying to just get like a Lorcana day going. Yeah. Because we still aren't sanctioned with Ravensburg, so we can't get any events going. But once you get sanctioned, then we'll be able to get some people in and play some events.
Oh, yeah.
Constructed and draft.
Ooh, baby.
Drafted.
So are you buying stuff to be like, well, this will be one we'll have for years, you know? Like, so people can come in 5 years from now and be like, oh, they have packs of this. The packs are $30 each now, but...
no. Because that first chapter stuff, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
And that stuff just goes
instantly. About Magic the Gathering.
Everything Magic we have right now is... We don't have any, like, we're not saving any. I mean, I guess we could. Now
I don't mean save, but like you would think, oh, I'm going to sell 6 cases of this. Let's get 7.
Oh, yeah. No, we get as much in as we can and then we sell it all.
Oh, okay.
Like, we pull stuff in as a joke just to be like, no one's going to buy this. It's way too expensive. And then it just disappears in like a day. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Because we brought in Modern Horizons 3 collector boosters. They go for $55 a pack.
And how many cards?
Or 15.
Okay.
And then it's like $700 a box.
Yeah.
Or $800 a box, somewhere around that. Yeah, some guy came in, bought the box, we sold the rest of the packs. Like what?
Disposable income, baby.
Yeah, right? I'm like, I didn't think those would sell. We still seem to have the Modern Horizons 3 bundles. We got 2 left looking at the shelf out there. I was sure those are going to go really quick.
How many did you get?
We got 4.
Oh,
we sold left. 2. And we sold the Bloomborough collector bundles. We sold all those instantly. And I was like, oh, you got more? Like, no, we could only get in a case.
Yeah.
A case of 8.
I just remember going into, well, back in the day, I'd go into like Magic the Gathering shop and it would be like, oh, they have packs of like Arabian Nights still.
Yeah.
Which I wish I would have bought for like whatever they were,
no
$20 back then or whatever. But it's like, oh, $20,
sure.
Forget that.
Yeah, now?
Yeah, like $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just was wondering if you're going to have something like that going on here.
I think maybe we should just like get some boxes and put them in a bag for a bit, and then
not even necessarily save them. But like I said, just if you could get extra. Well, I guess you can't, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's very tough to get extra.
Yeah,
and we don't have the space for it.
Yeah,
though we are buying like a sneaker shoe shelf that has like LEDs around the outside to put our boxes in.
Oh yeah,
just to like jazz it up, cyberpunk style.
Ooh.
So when you like, it has like addressable LEDs all around the outside. There's like, I think it's 12 boxes. And then when it has a door on it and you open the door and that it lights up.
Interesting. It's weird.
It's by, I can't remember who it's by, but it's like super cool. Oh, who makes those panels that light up the wall?
Oh, the panel company.
Yeah, the panel company. Nanoleaf.
Oh.
It's by Nanoleaf and it's meant for sneakers. So you like display your sneakers.
Here? Yeah. I've never seen it.
No, we're bringing it in.
Oh, you're bringing it in.
We're going to bring it in to put our put our packs and boxes into.
I see.
To give it that extra zhuzh.
I see. I see. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it should be good. We got oh my God. We put in a restock order.
Mm-hmm.
It was like for next week, it's like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Of restock. 11 grand, something like that. I'm like, oh my God.
Yep. Gotta have stock to sell stock.
Oh, I know. We bring in a lot. We got our dice wall got hit. Absolutely hit. Yep. So we got more dice coming in. We need more RPG books coming in.
Yep. Well, we'll talk about an RPG book later.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
We 100% will.
Yep.
But we had kids summer camp.
Oh, that's
kids D&D summer camp going on. It went really well.
Nice.
We had a 10 to 13 group, and then we had a 14 to 16 group, and they went right after each other. So the 10 to 13s, they started at noon, and then the 14 to 16 group started at 3.
Hell yeah.
And I think everybody had a lot of fun. There was lots of giggling and laughing, and
nice.
It was good. We had snacks and drinks. Everybody got their own dice set.
Nice.
And one day we had everyone come into the office. They would do their character up on Hero Forge, and then we had them all printed out, and then they painted them on the last day.
Oh, crazy.
So that they could play with their character on the last day.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a debacle because I accidentally ripped a hole in the bottom of my resin vat.
Oh, so resin was everywhere?
Yeah, there was resin everywhere. Like, it didn't actually, because it was so tight to the bottom of the printer, the resin didn't leak anywhere, but then I had to like take the entire printer up and like dump the resin into a cup so that I could filter it back into the bottle.
Oh my god.
That shit is toxic as frig.
Yep.
And you don't want it to go anywhere. Like, it's sitting over there in my 3D printer enclosure to keep the heat in, but it's not to keep the heat in, it's to keep the smell in. And then I've got it actually vented to a vent outside
over there.
Yeah. Because it smells so bad.
Yeah.
And if I had it sitting on the desk behind you over there for a little bit, and then I was just like, oh god. Yeah. I feel funny.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I managed to get some minis printed for Brain, and I had a guy actually come and be like, hey, can I get this printed? I'm like, how do you even know we have printers?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, sure.
Yeah.
We got printers. I can do that for you. So I got it printed and this was like right when I had new parts coming in to fix the vat and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, it might be till tomorrow, because that's when I get my new stuff in. And I'm like, hey, yeah, got it printed. It worked fine. And he was like, oh man, it's good.
Nice.
I was like, $2. There you go.
$2.
Yeah, that's what they're charging on Etsy to print your stuff. It's like $1.50.
Yeah, but you're not Etsy.
No.
He gets it right then.
Yes.
$4.
Yeah. It was a test print, so I was okay with that. Yeah, we're gonna have to look it up, see what the going price is for like a 3D print. Because really, it's just time.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Basically.
And I mean, I can print 6 minis on that thing at once. So.
Yeah.
And it's about 2.5 hours per mini. Or not per mini, but per batch.
Yeah.
Because that's the great thing about those resin printers, is that they print the whole layer at once.
Oh,
so it doesn't matter how many things you have on the plate. It matters how tall it is.
Oh,
the taller the things are, the longer it's going to take.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
So yeah, all the kids got their minis. Like, we had to get their minis printed offsite. And there was like issues with like the resin vats and all that things happening with my buddy. And so the next day, all the kids came in expecting minis, and they were like, every half hour, like, are the minis ready? Are the minis ready? Are the minis ready? I'm like, oh my god, they're not ready. They're being printed off site. I don't know when they're going to be ready.
They're not here.
They're not here.
Shut up, little punk.
So that night they actually finished, and I had the guy bring them down at like 11 o'clock, and I got them all based up.
Oh yeah.
And that was the day I was here till like 1 in the morning.
Oh god. Brutal.
Yeah, super brutal.
Oh, well,
but it was all right. I got the whole back room cleaned up. I made some space. We're going to get 4 or 5 more arcade machines in here.
Oh, baby.
And hopefully a pinball machine. But, you know, that's tough getting a pinball machine in the places.
Out of places. You have to take it apart and put it back together.
Yeah. We're going to get a Gauntlet Legends.
Wait, don't you have an overhead door?
Yeah, we do. It's just getting it out of the place that it's in.
Oh, I see.
Because my buddy got it all like, his basement is just full of arcade machines.
Yes.
And so getting a pinball machine out of the house is a lot more difficult than getting it into the shop.
Nice.
But yeah, I think he's going to bring us a Gauntlet Legends, which has like the 4-player hack and slash.
Nice.
Which would be great to have in the back there. Yeah, we got, it's kind of funny. Like, guys come in with their kids. They give the kids a pile of quarters. They go play the games, and the adults go look at the magic cards.
Yeah.
Do all the magic stuff.
Nice.
It's great.
Good idea.
Like, that's dope. That's like old school.
Yeah.
That's totally like the old school thing. Like you'd go into a grocery store and there'd be arcade machines. Your parents would give you a handful of quarters and be like, go occupy yourself.
Yep. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
No, it doesn't, but it does because it's happening here.
Yeah. This is the only place.
Yeah.
I remember going to Kmart and playing like Outrun and maybe Outrun? Can't remember. Chase HQ was in the lobby. I think they play that all the time. Loved it. 1942, I think was there as well.
Yeah, 1942.
So good.
Yeah. We're getting like I think he's going to bring a table centipede.
Oh God, old school.
Yeah, but the coin mech doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like on free play.
Free play? Need chair back there then if it's tabletop.
Yeah, I think it's going to go like right in front here.
Oh,
there's a plug in, and then it's just like out in the open.
Nice.
And then kids can just come and play it while
they're not going to play Centipede.
No, they're not. I mean, they might. Little kids play anything, man. Little kids don't have a sense of graphical fidelity.
I guess so. What about gameplay?
Well, yeah, it's pretty basic gameplay. Just shoot the centipede as it goes down and hits the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yep. That could be fun anyways.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yep.
Yeah, last week we didn't have the podcast because I was at a family thing.
That's all right.
It was my uncle's quote-unquote 70th, but it was his 71st because there was a fire at Adams Lake. So we're at my uncle and aunt's place at Adams Lake.
Yeah.
We were going to do his 70th birthday last year, but because the fire swept through there, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we did it this year, but we timed it up. They timed it up with like a bunch of other wedding anniversaries. So it was like 30th anniversary for some people, 40th anniversaries for some people, 25th anniversaries for some people, and a bunch of other birthdays.
Yeah.
So it was a 3-day event. Maybe even 4, depending on who was out there.
Yeah.
They could have gone 4. We, the way the place is situated, so you come in on the road and it's way high up above the house. And then you go down the driveway and then there's a house, and then you go down the driveway even more, and then you're at the lawn and the beach and all that kind of stuff. When we started going down the driveway, you can see from the house, from like the driveway all the way down. So you can see the entire property.
Yeah.
And the grass, it's like, I think it's like 4 hectares of property. Maybe 2.5. Somewhere around there. 2.5 to 4. But the entire lawn was just full of RVs, buses, campers.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, my God.
So many people.
There's so many people here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then you'd see someone and they'd be like, I remember when you were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. My
you don't remember me, do you?
One of my second cousins was out there, Greg.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize him at all because it had been since he was that small.
Yeah.
He knew who I was instantly, and I'm like, oh my God. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Catching up with some of these people.
Yep.
Like I had seen his brother because his brother was out there a couple of years ago, so I knew what he looked like. But Greg, I hadn't seen him in forever.
Yep.
And there was like, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
It's all like friends of a bunch of different people. And I'm like, I have no idea who you guys are.
Yeah, exactly.
We had 4 of those like giant event tents set up, full catering.
Oh my God.
Tony's DJ service was out there again.
Oh my God.
They rented bathrooms.
Oh, crazy.
Because there was only the one outhouse down by the beach, down by the cook shack.
Yeah.
And so they brought in these bathrooms that were like fully air conditioned, running water.
What?
As soon as you hit the lock button, it would like indicate on the outside that this bathroom was in use.
Oh my God.
It was like luxury bathroom experience.
No kidding. That's crazy.
We were like, oh, wow.
Dig a secondary hole. That's all you get.
Well, I mean, it was the only place. It was so hot out there, and it was the only place for us normies in our tents to get air conditioning.
Oh my God. So, what was I going to say? So you were in a tent?
Yeah, we put the tent on the back of the Jeep when out there.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
And apparently there were so the neighbors also have an equally sized property, and so they timed it so that they would have like a large event there as well.
Competing noise battles?
Yeah. But we had a DJ. They had a boombox.
Oh, wow.
We had a DJ with a full light setup and stuff like that.
Yeah. Laser show, fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Well, so the other side of the complex, there is a resort kind of deal with like a bunch of houses that people own. But the 2 sides of the fence don't get along. So like that resort side and my uncle don't get along whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because the whole property down by the beach was a golf course. Mm-hmm. But I guess at one point it was supposed to be like co-owned and everything like that. And they were like, yeah, that's fine, blah, blah, blah. But then like one of the people over there, like the place got mad that my cousin had like used one of their, like the ramp to get up there. Some kind of to go between like the properties and the road.
Okay.
And so they got mad at him for that. Mm-hmm. And my uncle was like, okay, well, fine. fence.
Oh, yeah.
Just fence it right off. Like no one gets to use this side now.
Yeah.
If you won't let him go up and use it because it's supposed to be co-shared, fine. You guys aren't using the property anymore.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of hostility from that side.
Yeah.
So we had some kids from over there hop the fence, steal some wine off the tables, try to go to the other party. And then,
and they were murdered.
Then they were lighting off fireworks and like, we were like out there on the side of the grass hill because it's supposed to be a meteor shower. So we were like watching the meteor shower and all of a sudden like bear bangers were going off and like fireworks were going off from like just to our left. And we're like, what is going on? This is weird. And then, you know, we wake up the next morning, we figure out that these kids had come in, stolen a bunch of wine, like tried to hop the fence over and they got caught. And then it was just, everyone was just spoiling for a rumble. It was going to be like an old fashioned school fight.
What? Could you imagine?
Oh man. Well, it's a bunch of country boys, right? Like my cousin's kids, they're just like a bunch of rowdy country boys.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah.
Step over here and say that. Why don't you?
Exactly. Yeah. They were totally spoiling for a rumble. It was great.
And you're like, I'll go back to the Jeep.
Well, I was like asleep.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I went to the Jeep at like 11.
Oh yeah.
Party's still raging.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I actually managed to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh, there's no music. But I can hear one of my cousin's kids just laughing his ass off.
Oh yeah.
Because he's the loudest frig.
Oh yeah.
So I go outside, go pee, and I'm like, well, the DJ's completely packed up.
Totally.
That's crazy.
Pieced out.
Yeah. Just absolutely pieced out.
But it was good other than that?
Yeah, it was good. The catering was good. The chicken was dry as frig as usual.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you get when you get catered chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But they had this like really good broccoli and Gouda salad.
It
was super good. I was like, oh yeah.
Sounds good.
And the next day we went out on the boat.
Oh.
My cousin's last name is Larson.
Okay.
And there's a boat company called Larson.
Okay.
So he's like, I gotta get a Larson.
Oh, okay.
And so now everyone goes up, did you get your boat embroidered with your name on it? It's like, no, that's the actual brand of the boat.
Nice.
So no, for a rip in the boat.
No water skiing?
Nah. Too old for that.
No, come on.
Oh yeah, way too old.
Nah. I've never water skied.
It's just like regular skiing, except for your own water.
I don't think it's like regular skiing.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know why I've never done it. I don't think I've ever been in a boat when someone's water skiing.
Oh.
So I've been in a boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been in a boat while people are water skiing.
No, I don't think I have. I don't even think I've been on a tube.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like tubing. It's just not fun.
Just holding on for dear life.
Just holding on for dear life while you get whipped around.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a carnival ride, but it just goes and then you fly off.
Yeah.
And then you go, woo!
Hit the water at 50 kilometers and break your ribs.
Not into it.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah, the amount of personal watercraft in the water during that boat, weekend was crazy.
I bet.
The whole beach was just like canoes and stand-up paddleboards and inflatables. I'm like, holy man, there used to be a beach here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's just like crazy.
Boat Central.
Boat Central.
Nice.
It was wild.
That's cool.
Yeah. So there's a new Magic set coming out pretty soon called Duskmorn.
Okay. And
it's all based off 80s and 90s slasher and horror films.
Oh, but is it like just a generic slasher?
It's generic.
Yeah.
But they look really cool.
Okay.
Like some of the art looks awesome. And we're going to have a pre-release for that.
Ooh, fun.
And you should come.
I should come?
To the novice pre-release on Sunday.
On Sunday, eh?
Yeah.
Sunday today?
No, it'll be next month.
Oh, next month?
Yeah.
Why isn't it in October? SMH.
Well, they are going to have a Halloween event in October.
Yeah.
So there'll be a constructed event. So you get 4 packs of Duskmorn, and then you'll get a goodie bag. Ooh. And inside that goodie bag will be any pack from any recent standard set.
I don't care.
And some other little goodies.
I don't care about that.
So it's going to be pretty cool.
I guess it's after the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Yeah, it fires at 2, so we would have to podcast a little bit earlier.
Okay. I'll consider it.
And yeah, it's the novice. It'll be like anything on Sunday is a novice friendly one for like the pre-releases.
Is it actually?
Yeah. So you'll have a bunch of experienced players, but those experienced players will be like helpful.
Okay.
And they'll like try and
play against them?
Yeah, you play against them, but they'll like try and point out, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that.
Yeah, you fucked up. Now I'm going to beat you.
Because there's no prize support. Everybody gets a pack. When it doesn't matter if they win or not.
But you get your starter deck?
Yeah, you get everything you opened, like to make your deck, and then you get like a pack at the end. But if you did something cool, you can, or if your opponent did something cool, you can nominate them for an extra pack.
Oh, I see. And so how much does it cost?
$40.
$40?
Yep.
Oh my god. Sounds like an investment.
It is a little bit of an investment, but it's a good time.
Is it?
Yes. Okay. Actually, the last time we ran it, we had a bunch of people who'd never played Magic before.
That sounds like my kind of competition.
Yeah.
I've played it, but I may as well not have played it.
I think Garion said we had 2 or 3 people that had never played Magic before that came down.
Yeah.
Just to play the cute bunny set, because that's what it was. The Bloomborough is the cute bunny set.
I guess if it's 80s themed horror one, I kind of have to.
It's kind of the thing you need to do.
Required.
Yeah. That if there's a Magic set that's up your alley, it's this one or Assassin's Creed.
No, not Assassin's Creed. Well, maybe Assassin's Creed.
Hey, you can open up a pack of Assassin's Creed today if you want.
Ooh, I might do that. Are any cards worth any money?
Yes.
Okay, then maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, if you get Showcase Ezio.
Yeah.
That's huge money.
Really?
Yeah, it's like $50.
I want, I can't remember her name. Anyways.
Yes. Freya?
No, the one from Assassin's Creed on the PSP. Avalon or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I think she has a showcase.
Yeah.
Full art showcase. But there is one, the one from the Viking one.
Ivor.
Oh man, her art is amazing on that card.
Oh, it's a female Ivor?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's super good.
Ivor in the game is male or female.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's female Ivor.
Because canonically, Ivor's trans.
Oh.
That's how they get around it in the game. Gender fluid.
Do it.
She can just be, or he or she can be whatever she wants to be.
Yeah, for sure.
People didn't like that. It was like, there's no trans people in the past.
Yeah, there is.
Like, really? There wasn't?
100%.
Well, weren't all female actors men?
Yes, 100%.
Anyways,
you couldn't. Female actors weren't a thing back then. They were all men dressed in dresses.
That's why they had to make a new word up. Actress.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's. Cool. I think that's been it.
Yeah.
We've casted a couple FNMs, which have gone very well. I have no idea what any of the cards are. FNM is Friday Night Magic.
Yeah.
And in the format that they're playing right now is called Modern. So it's a lot more cards in the pool that you can pull from. Mm-hmm. And, trying to learn all these cards. Just cause I can't read any of them on the stream. You could almost make out what they are. Cause I'm in here, sitting right here in the booth.
Doing what?
Casting. So I switch between if it's the wide table, if it's the one guy's side, if it's the other guy's side. Yeah. And then I finally put up the camera overhead so that you can get an overhead shot of the thing when we're taking a break and be like, oh, this is the concourse. Oh. This show is brought to you by the Game Hub.
I see. I was streaming, so I didn't get to watch.
Yes.
I don't know how you're doing it. Who's your color commentary?
I don't have anybody. But
SMH.
I have the Keeper T-Luck is going to be joining me next week.
Ooh, fun.
And he's a modern boy, so he knows what he's talking about.
Oh, very good.
So whenever he's in the chat, I'm like, hey dude, I need you to send me a deck list for what this guy's playing so I can actually see what the cards are.
Yeah. Crazy. That's cool.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good time. Mm-hmm. And, I need some more cameras and some more lights.
And a $2,000 microphone.
And a $2,000 microphone. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's it for me.
I watched a couple of terrible
Did
movies.
you? Yes. You were doing the movie stream last night with One in the Mosh.
Yeah, I watched Spookies and Dolls, which I'd never seen either of those movies. Spookies was bad in a bad way.
It was just bad?
Yeah, it was just it was almost like they didn't know what the script was going to be or how to film the movie.
Oh.
Because it was just why did they show this kid dying?
Yeah.
And then there was a 10-minute groping scene kind of. it was like a vampire brought his love back to life, but she didn't want to live, and then she escaped, and she's in her wedding dress, and all these zombies come to the ground, and they're like ripping at her wedding dress, and they pull it off, and then she's like rolling around on the ground, and they're trying to grab her and everything. But it went on for like 5 minutes, and it was like very like
awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just weird. And the acting was bad. And I mean, it was an 80s movie, so the fashions were bad.
Yeah.
It was like, what, like Mosh was like, oh, I thought they were going to a costume party. And I was like, no, he was supposed to look cool.
80s cool.
Yeah. It was just bad.
That's unfortunate.
Dolls was much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just, well, first of all, it had stop motion animation of these dolls that was actually really good.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I cannot believe I've never seen this movie before. But it was just like, it wasn't like the dolls were, I guess they were evil, but they were like killing people that lost their child at heart or whatever. I don't know. It was weird, but it was good as well.
Yeah.
So. But I couldn't believe I'd never seen it before. It gave me Puppet Master vibes a bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. But they were like regular dolls. They just had like sour looks on their faces. But there's like disturbing scenes where like the woman would like, there would be like this, you know, those jewelry boxes that open, a little ballerina comes up and plays a tune. So it'd keep opening and she'd close it. And then eventually there's all these dolls on the mantle around it. And later in the movie, after they sort of know something's going on, there's a scene where she like walks over to the mantle and whatever. And then she goes over, stands to the side and like lights a candle, you know, it's dark. And then she looks back at the mantle and all the dolls are turned and looking at her. And I was like, whoa, that's very weird. So I would recommend Dolls. I wouldn't recommend Spookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spookies was just, just bad.
Just bad.
Yeah. Dolls was much better though.
Nice.
Yeah. And that was pretty much it. I didn't watch anything else besides American Dad.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's a classic move for you.
I guess I watched House of the Dragon, but
yeah.
The last episode of the second season was just setting up the third season, so it was kind of like, like there was nothing very exciting happening. It was just like, imagine what's going to happen in the next season.
Ooh, look at all this cool stuff we're potentially going to do.
I mean, I know what they're going to do. It's based off of the book, so I already know where it's going, but yeah, it was kind of like, whatever. What was the point?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else either for the week.
You didn't do anything else, so.
No, I literally didn't do anything else, except I went to patreon.com/StreamVoid pod.
Nice.
That's actually a lie. But if you want to support this podcast, you can get in here, you can throw money at the screen. As little as $1 a month, you get access to our pre-show content, our post-show content, plus you get access to this podcast early on Sunday, unless I don't get to it. And then, in which case it's Monday. And, instead of Wednesday, when it would normally come out. We also have some, Patreon exclusive bonus videos on there.
Yep. Taste test.
Yep. Little taste tests. It's all taste tests.
Yeah,
taste tests and or walking to pick up stuff to do the taste test.
Yeah. Should have filmed the, aftermath of the one chip challenge.
Yes.
Me almost passing out on the toilet. You having a panic attack.
Yeah, hyperventilating on the kitchen floor, just like, That's the real content that we missed.
We missed out.
See, that's because we don't have like a streamer house with somebody constantly filming all the time.
I know.
We need like a full-time cameraman.
Yeah, those big streamers have that. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, just down here on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Got to rise to the penthouse.
Got to rise to the top. So I actually did go to a Patreon.
Did you?
Yeah. So my favorite YouTubers, MXR Plays.
MXR Plays?
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
They're just a React channel.
Okay.
But they're my favorite.
Okay.
I watch them every day.
Okay.
They're my transition between work and home.
MXR Plays.
Watch. Yeah. Okay. I watch them. But apparently with YouTube now, they have like AI bots going through, scrubbing footage and then handing out strikes.
Okay.
So they got their third strike.
Oh, yeah.
And so their YouTube channel was deleted. They got their third strike on a video that had been up for over a year.
I thought, anyways, it's like very weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting striked on stuff they shouldn't be getting striked on.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, their channel was deleted.
Nice.
So I was like, I don't know what to do now.
Yep.
I can't transition between home and work now.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So I had to go and sign up for their Patreon so I could get their videos.
Okay.
Again.
So how long till they start striking them on Patreon?
They can't.
Why can't they?
It's not a thing.
Well,
YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have
no, but I mean, when are the companies going to make Patreon do it? I mean.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Because they're getting striked on like stuff that is like.
But why a strike? Why not like just they delete it or give the monetization to another channel? Yeah,
well, it's stuff like the AI's going through and looking at stuff. It's like, oh, you're sexualizing a minor here. And it's like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. See.
That's like when we got our community strike.
Exactly.
But it's just contested it and it was resolved in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, with them, their YouTube guy does not pick, but their rep does not pick up the phone anymore. Doesn't like, they don't even know if they have a rep. They haven't been able to talk to him in like a year. With the big channels, you always get a rep.
Yeah.
But their rep is like just non-existent now. And they can't get a hold of anybody.
I guess I've only had the one strike, but it took literally like 10 minutes to be resolved for me. So anyways, someone obviously looked at it because it was reversed. Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, they've had this problem where they just keep getting strikes, and then they would not, once they would get 2, they would not upload until the first strike fell off, and then they would start uploading again.
Yeah.
But now they're like striking stuff from like years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? What is happening?
They should start uploading to, I don't know, there's some other video website I found where it's like on the blockchain or something.
Oh.
It's weird. Anyways.
See, I was just like, all right, $5, let's go.
All right.
Give me my piece at home.
But like what I'm saying with Patreon is like, couldn't I start up a Patreon, like free movies, and you sign up for my Patreon, and it's like, here you go, watch Wolverine and Deadpool.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, how long till, like, Marvel comes after Patreon?
Yeah, right.
Anyways.
I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting to know.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some news. Other than that,
all right.
Fortnite is going to remove FOMO from future battle passes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what does this mean? Like, the battle pass will just run forever or whatever? And it's like, no, that's not what it is. It'll be like, if you missed out on a battle pass, eventually the skin might come back to the shop for you to buy later. Because some skin they said they accidentally put back on the shop, some sort of old skin that people bought, and people like had a shit like, I have my rare skin that no one else has. Now everybody has it. Blah, blah, blah. So they were like, oh, we made a boo-boo. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they refunded. No, they if you bought it, you get to keep it, but they're also refunding you.
Yeah.
So if you bought it, you get the money back and keep the skin.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I was like, wow. If I played Fortnite, I'd been pissed that I didn't buy it.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but they're talking about how they're going to make a special variant or something like that for people that owned it back in the day, because now they don't have their like rare skin anymore or whatever. But they said if they're going to add skins to the shop, they're going to do it like 18 months later.
Yeah.
So it's not like a week after, which just makes sense to me from a business standpoint.
Yeah.
Cause like they have like how many years of skins that are just like, and if they put it in the shop, they would make so much money from it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It would definitely, players would definitely be, their skins would be devalued.
But like, I was thinking of it for myself, and I wouldn't give a flying fuck if someone had some skin that I had. Like, I don't give a shit. What does it bother me?
Yeah.
Like, the skin has no value. I mean, I guess I would have
skin
to assume.
Cred.
I would, skin cred. I would assume people must sell Fortnite accounts because they have a rare skin on it and stuff like that. But yeah, if I had some skin and then other people had it, it's like, I don't give a fuck. That's cool. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like even in the First Descendant, there's skins that have like countdowns on them in the shop. So they've never said what that means.
They're just counting down.
Yeah. Like what happens when the 18 days goes away? I can't buy that skin anymore, or
not
it goes up in price.
Maybe it goes up in price.
Maybe
it goes down in price.
Will they bring it back in the future? Like they haven't said anything, so I don't know. So I'm looking at these skins like, should I buy that? And it's like, I mean, there's one I do want to get in the First Descendant. It's a transforming skin.
Oh,
it's for Bunny, which I play her a bit. But it's got 3 levels, and the more kills you get, you can choose between the different levels, and the third level is pretty cool, right? So I was like, well, maybe it has the countdown on it. Yeah. Maybe even the countdown is just for this exact reason to be like, well, I better get it.
Yeah, exactly. You've got it. It's already got you.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe I'll get it. And I looked, I'm like, oh, it's $70. So I was like, I don't need it. Maybe if it was for Viessa, my main girl, I'd get it.
Yeah.
I probably would, because I've played the game for 300 hours.
Yes.
And I think I've spent like $60 already.
That's not bad.
So
yeah. $1 an hour. You can keep going.
Way more than that, dude.
You can keep going.
I know.
You got hours banked.
Yeah. I got like 33 cents an hour or something now.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it came back, like if my bathing suit skin went away and then it came back in a year, I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yep.
That's fine. I don't care. Doesn't bother me.
No.
So, but yeah, Fortnite has so much shit from the battle pass.
Oh yeah.
They spend all this time to make it for one battle pass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, okay, make new stuff every fucking time.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I would not like it if it was added to the battle pass.
Yeah.
That would be kind of like, I already earned this.
Why would I want to earn it again?
Unless they give you the equivalent of V-Bucks if you already earned it. Then I'd be like, oh, okay. That's all right.
10 V-Bucks.
No. The equivalent of buying it in the shop. Not for one level of the battle pass. Like if they put the skin that I have back on the battle pass and it costs 1,000 V-Bucks, I want 1,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
that,
for sure.
Tim? Is that his name? Tim?
Tim Sweeney?
Yeah, Tim Sweeney. You hear that, Tim?
Tim Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's fine. FOMO is bad in these games.
I suppose.
You don't agree?
I don't know. I'm trying to do a battle pass in the store and I want people to have FOMO.
You're trying to do a battle pass in the store?
Yeah.
How would you do that?
We're doing a battle pass so that you get, you unlock packs and...
But what do you have to do?
Dice and...
What do you have to do?
You just have to play games.
Yeah, but what games?
Magic the Gathering.
How do you...
So you come down, well, you just go, you see somebody, you got the battle pass. You're here on Commander Saturday playing Commander. Okay. You get your battle pass tick.
Okay.
Or it's like, oh, you registered for Standard. You get your battle pass tick.
Stars. 2 stars.
Yeah.
2 stars.
You got your star.
Yeah. Or the Game Hub GH logo.
Yeah. You get your logo file.
Yeah. How much is the battle pass going to cost?
We're going to run a few. So one of them is as per what we did a poll to see what people would want. And it's about $50 for 10 tiers.
Okay. And what were the prices on the poll? Like you said you did a poll?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's,
what were the prices?
There was like 10 to 20.
Uh-huh.
I think it was 10 to 20. Let me look it up. I got it right here.
Okay.
Kind of.
Were the rewards different based on the price?
Yeah. The reward would be different based on the price. Okay. So we won't be able to do as many tiers with the lower one.
Is there a premium battle pass?
Yeah, there will be a premium battle pass. It'll be like $150. And there will be season specific playmats, dice and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Which is what we want to do.
I see.
Where the heck is this thing now?
I was just thinking, like, if the rewards were the same, why the fuck wouldn't anyone ever just say, I want the cheapest one? Like, why would you say,
people
$50?
Do. Yeah, they're like 1 to 10. So we have a $20 to $50 battle pass, 51 to 100, 100 to 200, and 200 to 300. And one person was like, I would do 500 for 100 tiers.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of tiers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you could get 1 star a day or 1 star event?
You could do multiple, because coming down to play an event and doing stuff, if you could get multiples in a day, then you'd have a chance to finish it, because we want to do it's going to be limited. It's like a 3-month battle pass or something like that.
I see.
So we'd have to make it so that if you came down once a week, you could complete it, or twice a week you could complete it, or like smashing out a couple objectives in a day, you can complete it.
I see.
Yeah.
Can I buy a level?
Yes. Oh yeah. It's 100% pay to win.
Oh.
So you spend $100 in store, you go up a level.
Oh, $100. So I can either play a game or buy $100 worth of stuff?
Yeah.
That seems out of whack slightly to me.
You'd be surprised as to how many people will just come in and drop $100.
No, I know, but also
daily.
I guess I guess if it's already paid for the battle pass.
Yeah.
How about a rolling 100?
A rolling 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could probably be arranged.
Yeah, I think that's probably a little better.
Yeah. If it was rolling 100 would be a little bit hard to keep track of, though.
Well, can't you see in account how much they've spent?
Yeah.
There you go.
Kind of.
Put in a note. Battle pass started.
Yeah.
This is how much they had. Anyways.
Yeah, no, rolling 100 probably be a lot better. You'll be able to go up the battle pass a little bit easier.
Yeah, and it's also like, oh, I don't have to save my money up to get $100.
Yeah. You just
I can just do it.
Roll it.
You know, that's the list of the consulting.
Consulting fee, yep.
This is getting expensive. You better settle this tab shortly here. Gonna put the store out of business.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways. Yeah, battle passes. IRL battle pass.
Yep, we're gonna do it.
Cool.
Let's talk about MrBeast. This is the big story.
MrBeast. I never liked him.
No, you didn't.
No. He just always seemed fake to me.
And things are coming out.
Yeah.
So much stuff is coming out. Yeah. Like with all the Ava Tyson stuff.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that last week?
No, we didn't. It was like last week we didn't have a podcast, but the week before you're like, oh, you know what you forgot to talk about? Ava Tyson. I didn't want to talk about it anyway.
We didn't want to talk about it.
So anyways, accused of grooming, which is sending inappropriate messages to a minor.
Yep.
The guy said that they were sent to him like, I wasn't groomed. Well, you don't know where you're groomed when you're a child, but also it was probably, I don't know. Who knows? I don't even know what the messages were or whatever, but
no, and they were like, there was a lot of stuff that was just live on Twitter that he would just Twitter at people.
Yeah. It just seemed like an idiot more than anything.
Yeah.
But I think got shit canned by MrBeast.
Yes, definitely did.
And then MrBeast is like, well, we're going to do an external investigation and blah, blah, blah. All this like just PR bullshit that someone would say, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then he had another guy that was working for him that was a registered sex offender that apparently they knew about it.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything about it. And it was because am I not allowed to say sex offender? Are we going to get striked on YouTube?
I don't know.
Like that? You're supposed to say essayed.
Essayed?
Something like that.
I have no idea.
Anyways, his nickname was Delaware, which they said was because that's where he's not allowed to go back to because that's where it happened or whatever.
Wow.
And they replied like this guy's brother-in-law also worked for MrBeast. That's how this guy got in with MrBeast. He said, no, that was his nickname because that's where he's from, not because that's where he can't go. Like, how ridiculous, whatever. But it was like something some 11-year-old said that him and other guys did something to her when she was 11 and they were 16. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to get expunged in a year or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're spinning it like because nothing happened. It's like, no, because I think the statute of limitations on a minor having a record like that gets removed automatically, you know? So this guy, and he wasn't in very many videos. He was in a few, but it was also like, well, why do you have this guy that you know has done this around on a channel that deals with kids mostly?
Yeah.
Like, I think the majority of MrBeast viewers are children.
Yes, definitely are.
I don't know how, I mean, this will be a sick burn against you right now, but I don't know how as an adult you could watch a MrBeast video. I'm sorry. I know you watch them, but I don't understand.
I actually haven't watched them in quite some time now.
Yeah.
Some of them were good, but now they're just kind of like getting over the top and I'm kind of over
Obviously it's fake, basically.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, I just don't want to see this cringe.
Yeah.
Like, especially like the one that just came out where he puts those two people in a bunker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I can't watch this.
Well, that was is this the one, like, if you stay in the bunker for 30 days, you get $300,000 or whatever?
$500,000, yeah.
Well, that's one of these videos here with this guy.
Yeah.
It's on a website from this guy, and I don't even remember his name, but he worked for MrBeast, but got fired.
Yeah, Dogpack 404.
Yeah. And he interviewed another guy that used to work for MrBeast that did the bunker, they did it already with one guy.
Yeah.
And it's an interview with him about how he...
Yeah, Jake Weedle.
Yeah, how he was in this, but also how he feels he was like mistreated by everybody.
Yeah.
He worked for MrBeast, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's again, this is like a story of he said, she said, like, you know, what is true, what's not. This guy obviously doesn't work for MrBeast anymore and he might be sore about it, so he's exaggerating.
Yeah.
But he did the first bunker thing and he said it was like terrible because you know, every day you would have to remove something from the bunker. So at first it's great. You got a hot tub, you got an ice cream machine, you can do whatever, you know, but then every day you have to be like, oh, get rid of my pillow or get rid of my bed.
Yeah.
And then at the end of 30 days, you're just in the room, like with nothing. Right.
Yeah.
So he said, you know, it sounds cool at the start, but like the hot tub, it's like a hot tub, but there's no filtration on it. So like after 3 days, it's just like bacteria.
It's just cold water.
It's like lukewarm, but it's bacteria.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you have an ice cream machine. That's cool. But it's like, I'm in the room with it. So either it's running the whole time, making like buzzing, terrible ice cream machine noises, or I turn it off and it's just like a stinky sour milk smell. You know? Yeah. So it seems good, but it's not. But they don't show any of that side of it, obviously. Yeah. Actually, the video never got released of the first version.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, again, like he said, she said. And they wouldn't turn off the lights because they needed the time lapse of him sleeping. Mm-hmm. But he's like, I can't sleep. Like, it's so bright in here.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's like every MrBeast video. Nobody gets the lights turned off.
Yeah. But that's like you're not allowed to do that to like it's considered torture. Yeah. Like if there's people that are in prison, they have to turn off the lights. It's like torture too, right?
Torture for money.
So then he was doing, and then MrBeast comes in and is like, oh, we got a challenge for you today. You get extra money, but you have to run a marathon on this fucking treadmill today. So get to running. Yeah. And he's thinking like, well, I have to do it because I need the money. Yeah. If I don't do it, I don't get the money. So basically he had to run this marathon. And he said his feet were all fucked up afterwards, like mad blisters. And he's like sleep deprived and all that, you know? And then he said like the producers would come in and tell him like, okay, now that you've got this money, Jimmy wants you to look at the camera and say like, you're so thankful you got this money because you can pay off your student loans. It's like, I didn't want to say any of these things they made me say, but I kind of felt like I had to do it. Yeah. You know? And it was always sort of coercion to get him to continue on, you know, because if it doesn't go the full length, they can't get a video and they can't make the money, blah, blah, blah. So he said he did get paid for how far he went. Yeah. But the video never was released because it didn't work out for the way they wanted to do it. But they also showed different things about like the MrBeast, like working for MrBeast, and they have like their, like, I don't know what you would call it, employee packet or whatever. Yeah. And there was one section that says no doesn't mean no. And it's not as ominous as it sounds. It's more like, hey, if we need to get like a dollar store, we call the dollar store and they say, no, we can't film there. Well, maybe we talk to the dollar store manager's boss, or maybe we talk to another employee of the dollar store and they say they're a big fan and they can convince their boss. So it's never no means no. It's no means like continue trying a different route. You know? But just like no doesn't mean no. Like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, they should have known that would be taken out of context.
And they talked about this yacht one they had where they had rented out a lake at a resort to put a yacht in there. Mm-hmm. And then they said, like in the video, MrBeast specifically said, and before you ask, we did clean up everything that was in the lake and blah, 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 blah. And it's like they contacted the resort and the resort was like, well, you know, they didn't get everything, but it was a good experience for us. But it's like, why did he specifically say that in the video? Like,
yeah, it's weird.
It's just, as soon as I heard it, I was just like, that's like something you would say just because it's not true. I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't know what the comments are on a MrBeast video. Like, would it be 1,000, 1 million comments of like, oh, they didn't clean up the garbage and he just wanted to say it to get it out of the way, you know? Yeah.
Gets ahead of things, you know?
And the other thing on this guy's video was like showing how fake the videos are. Like there was a boys versus girls one and they showed how like they didn't want it to be a blowout. Yeah. So they went to the guy's side and were like, we're going to pay someone 10 grand to leave, you know, and then they'd pay a guy to leave and sort of like made it so it was closer. Otherwise it was going to be a blowout for the boys because like other thing too is like there's a bunch of people you can see in the videos that are like employees of MrBeast. Yeah. His girlfriend was in the video.
Yeah. Yeah. They had a bunch of people cancel on the last minute, I guess is what he said.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. You know, but who knows? Who's going to cancel at the last minute, you know? Yeah. So there's a lot of like just fakery. And the other thing too is like a lot of these are run like contests. And there's specific rules about contests, like from is it the FTC? I don't even know who runs it, but you have to have specific things. Otherwise, it's like illegal, basically.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, you can't change the rules in the middle of a contest, which they do all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You can't make it so it's more likely for one side or the other to win, which they did, because they're paying off people to leave, so the other side has a better chance and stuff like that. The other thing here, this is just like a sort of a collection of everything that's been happening. So do you remember, we talked a while ago, I think we talked about some woman complaining about how she lost a contest because they screwed her over, basically.
I don't know if we talked about that.
I vaguely remember it. And she was complaining that she should have won, but she didn't. And it was like, well, is it sour grapes because she lost or because they actually screwed her over? And her interview was like, they had specific rules about what you could and couldn't do. It was like hide in this warehouse or whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That was the one with all the YouTubers. That was probably Rosanna Pansino.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And she hid in like this very small cubby or whatever because she's small.
Yeah.
And they repeatedly, like, someone told them, like, oh, search this room. And they were like, well, there's nobody here. And she could hear them talking. Like, I don't know what they're telling us. There's nobody here, obviously.
Yeah.
But they never looked in the cupboard she was in because it was like, they thought, like, no human could fit in there. But she, like, you know, wiggled her way into it.
Yeah.
And then the guy that won was, like, in the roof. And they specifically said at the start, you can't go in the roof. All of our wires and shit are up there. It'll fuck around. But then the guy that won was hiding in the roof. And they're like, he was hiding in the roof. He won. And she's just like, I got fucked out of my money. Like, I should have won, right?
Yeah.
But she posted a link to an old unlisted MrBeast YouTube stream where he's like calling people the F word. And people in the chat are sending messages with the N-word in it, and like, I'll sell you 10 dead N-words for $2. And like, I think I'm overpaying for this. I don't know. And it's like, oh my God. And this isn't even that long ago, really.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. And it's just, the video's still on YouTube. It's just unlisted. So, just very bad look. Anyways, I've always thought that I never liked, he just seemed fake as fuck to me every time I saw him.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of looking like,
it's kind of looking like that. I mean, like, Dogpack 404, the guy who used to work for him, the first video he does is kind of crazy because his, everyone's like, oh, you're on drugs. And
the Dogpack video?
Yeah.
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
And you like he was on
watch
drugs?
the first one, it's like, wow, you are on drugs.
I don't think so.
Middle of the day in a cornfield, his eyes are like as big as
that
saucers.
Oh, well, I mean, I think like, that's because I think it's kind of dark in the cornfield.
It's really bright in the cornfield. But
he's like, the corn's above him and he's looking down. And he's got his hood
weird because it's like his eyes, like,
I didn't even look at his eyes. I just listened to it.
Because, when I was watching, I was like, something seems off here. And I look at his eyeballs, like, just locked in this one iris open. I'm like, oh,
I didn't look at it. I just listened to it and he sounded fine to me. But he did it sort of as a style of like that guy that did that plagiarism video.
Yeah.
So
no, he does a good job going through everything.
Yeah. And I mean, again, he's a disgruntled employee, so he's picking and choosing, obviously.
Yeah.
And like, yes, he's done a bunch of good stuff, but like he says in the video, he's just doing it to
further his career.
Basically. It's not out of the kindness of his heart. Yeah. It's like, if people say how good I am, look how good I am, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a pretty messed up story anyways. I would assume he'll just continue on.
Probably.
Maybe his videos won't be as big as they were or whatever, but I'm sure he'll continue doing that stuff.
Just continue on.
And anyway,
like
the other thing,
disrespect.
The other thing with that unlisted YouTube stream, he's spinning a fidget spinner the whole time. So I just knew that there was something fucked up. Like the whole time he's like, bzz, 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 bzz.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Just going for it.
Yeah.
Hard into the fidgeting.
Oh, just terrible. Just terrible. Yeah. Anyways, Dr. Disrespect. MrBeast. Did we talk about Dr. Disrespect too and his chess set versus the checkers? I think we did.
Yeah. I don't know if we did or not. Anyways, I don't think we did, but still,
I think
he's coming back.
No, well, yeah, alt-right,
vengeance,
alt-right for sure.
He's like, I just faked that whole thing.
No, back. He's just talking
that
about
apology stream didn't happen.
Cancel culture.
Yeah,
he's being canceled.
Yeah,
for being a predator. Anyways, MrBeast. I have watched MrBeast video.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, what's the deal with this guy? And I just was like, nah.
Some of them are good. Some of them, no, they're just going into a realm of
jackassery.
Yeah, jackass. Not. Well, I mean, his first videos, those are all jackassery. It was like, oh, let's set the office on fire. Let's skateboard down the halls and break all this crap.
Now they're just like milquetoast and boring and just like fake.
Well, it's just it's the people that get into the situations. I'm like, this is cringe. I can't watch this.
Well, I saw a clip of him doing a live stream selling his merch for 20 million or whatever it was, and it was just like the whole time, just them talking about how much money they were going to be making and then giving away, like, oh, the next order we get in the next 10 seconds is going to get $1,000.
Yep.
And it was just like, I don't know, dude.
And everyone's talking that that's an illegal lottery.
Yeah, that was the thing too, is that it was like they changed the rules as it went.
Yeah.
And then it basically was pretty much,
Yeah, I would say so.
So anyways, MrBeast, I don't know.
MrBeast.
I just, whenever I see his smiling face on the front page of YouTube, I'm like, for fuck's sake. Not that I see it very
dead
often.
Face where he's like,
yeah, the only time I ever see it is when I'm like using a browser on YouTube that I'm not logged into.
Yeah.
Because he's always
blocked.
He's always on the front page.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Definitely.
Anyways, MrBeast.
Yes.
I'll trade spots with him anyways.
Should we talk about other news?
Sure, we can move on from the Beast.
Other YouTube news.
Oh, other YouTube.
Susan.
Oh,
Susan
right.
Wojcicki?
Yeah.
She passed away.
She croaked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So young, 59 or something like that.
Cancer,
the big C.
The big C, I believe.
Canker.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, she's in charge of YouTube.
Yep.
But like, I mean, are you really?
Are you really in charge?
Like, what do you do at YouTube if you're in charge?
Yeah, she's the CEO.
You just say, profitability is down this quarter, like fire 500 people?
Yep, pretty much. That's your big decisions.
Yeah. It's not like she was sort of steering the boat for YouTube, really. No. Or maybe she was. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe she was like, we need to get on the shorts bandwagon. Make a shorts thing.
Yes.
Why is TikTok taking our thunder? That's all the CEOs do.
Yeah.
Why are
they ask the big questions and have other people solve them?
Why are people talking about TikTok and not YouTube? Maybe you should get working on that.
Yep.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We're doing it.
Yeah, 59. It's crazy we haven't figured out cancer yet.
Yeah. Figured out everything else.
Yeah, well, not
including
really.
MrBeast.
Yeah.
We got him.
But like, even now that you have a heart attack, it's not a death sentence.
No.
You'll probably live
if
you get to the hospital, But like, think
the big C?
20, maybe no more than 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you have a heart attack. It's like, well, bye, Grandma.
Yeah.
It was nice knowing you. Yeah, you're just sort of done for.
Yeah.
Same thing with a stroke.
Yep.
Like, stroke is like, well, game over. You're paralyzed half of your body for the rest of your life if you survive. Now it's like, oh, it's okay. You made it to the hospital. You're fine.
Yep.
But cancer, it's just like, we'll shoot gamma rays at it. We'll shoot something that causes cancer at it. How about that?
You got to get more cancer to get rid of your cancer. That's how it works.
So maybe one day we'll figure out cancer.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. I didn't know Susan personally, so I can't say I'm too affected by it.
It's just a thing that happened.
Yeah. Maybe they need a new CEO.
Maybe.
Better send in my resume.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
You're highly qualified in the CEO department.
Yeah, first day on the job. Let's decrease the requirements for monetization on YouTube. How about that?
I think if you were the CEO, you would get some views and some subscribers.
I probably wouldn't be worrying about monetizing my YouTube channel.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Anyways.
All right, next up. Brandon Sanderson,
Never
master of crowdfunding hype, surprises with a second TTRPG setting.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what is this about here? I don't understand. But it's not really a second TTRPG setting. It kind of is.
Yeah.
Basically, they said they were going to do this Kickstarter for a new Brandon Sanderson
TTRPG.
But it was based off of his games world or game world his book world Stormlight. Yep. But it's also going to be the Mistborn world as well. Yeah. It's like a twofer, right? So it's a setting where you can play in either, or there's like interdimensional multiplanar adventuring or something like that, where you can go between the two. Do adventures in different settings, basically. Yeah. And so they started it off. Can you guess if they filled their goal?
Well, I'm on the Kickstarter page right now.
Yeah.
And it's currently at $9,477,317 out of $343,000.
Yeah. So they're like 30 times over.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that there was going to be a Brandon Sanderson one, I was like, well, it's obviously going to get done. Like, Didn't he get like $40 million to write 4 books or something like that? Like, he did a Kickstarter for 4 novels.
Yeah.
And it was like, he got like $40 million or something.
I guess we should, there is a retailer pledge for $400.
You're skipping the head here, buddy.
Oh.
Can I bring it up for you?
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to ask about this.
I'm already here.
You son of a whore. Jesus Christ, you're wrecking my shit here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, there's a retailer's package here. And I was going to ask about what the deal with the Game Hub and how you guys are going to be doing something like this.
Oh, yeah, if there's a retailer's package.
And it's something that
And it's something that's up our alley.
But you're not going to do it for every...
Not everyone, no.
One. It'll be like...
Well, what we eventually wanted to do is just to have a stream where we go into, like, once a month, we go into Kickstarter and we back interesting things that have a retailer pledge and then bring it into the shop.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, well, I was going to say, if you were like, I was going to say, no, you're getting this. You're going to bring this in. I know this is a winner for you. So, and it comes with 8 books, I think. Comes with 4 sets. So that would be, I guess, 4 hand player's guide, world guide, adventure guide, GM screen, dice, deck, item deck, blah, 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 blah. Cost $800 value, so they say.
Yeah, so they say.
So it's $551 Canadian around there. Yeah, because I was just wondering what your guys' deal with that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that is something we want to explore, like go through and explore board games and card games and pick interesting ones to bring into the store, especially when they have a retailer pledge. Yeah,
that was the thing as I scrolled down all the way to be like, well, there's got to be a retailer one down here.
Some often don't. Like, there wasn't one for Slay the Spire. There wasn't one for a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. So let's say they had a special $1,000 pledge one. Same amount of books, autographed.
I don't know. The name doesn't mean anything to me. So
Brandon Sanderson?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
That's why I was going to tell you got to get this.
Yeah. Well, you would know more. So
he's like the biggest name in fantasy writing, basically. He finished the Wheel of Time series after Robert Jordan died.
Oh, there you go. So it is something we got to bring in.
Oh, yeah. Big time. I mean, I'm not going to buy it.
Wow. It's rude.
But someone else will.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, you have this. Oh, hello. I will buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't read of any Brandon Sanderson books, actually. No. I bet you if you ask old Angry Chime Noises over here, she'd be like, we're probably bringing that in. So.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be very good, too. Well, especially now that they've made $9 million. They can afford to like print it properly and everything like that. But, yeah, he's a well-known gentleman in the gaming fantasy book writing world, I guess. I don't know.
Adventure map packs, figurines, painted, digital book upgrades, miniature packs, enhanced digital book, dice.
It's almost like you got to get that as well as just another one for like the library.
Yeah.
You know? Do you have any RPG books in the library?
We haven't got the library up and running yet.
But you have book games.
Yeah. No, we haven't. I got to get all the bookshelves and stuff.
But they're over there, aren't they? The board games.
The board games, yeah.
Yeah.
But not the RPG game section.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna line the back wall with shelves so that we can put miniatures and books and stuff up there.
Oh, so if I came in and was like, I want to run a setting of the Brandon Sanderson RPG, I could slide the book off the shelf.
You might be able to.
Okay. All right. I don't want to. I'm just asking. I was just asking to see if it was possible. Yeah, I should probably read. Maybe I'll look at getting one of these Mistborn books on Audible. I have like 5 fucking credits, so
you might as well.
I should do it.
5 credits? That's 5 books.
Yeah.
Or is it like 5 credits per book?
It's 1 credit per book. But the thing is like it's a subscription, right? So if you don't spend the credits and you end your subscription, they just go away.
Oh,
so if I end my subscription, I got to just get 5 random books just to not waste them.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pick one up and see how it goes. I wonder if, I think Brain reads a lot of books. Maybe I should ask Brain.
He does read a lot of books.
What he thinks about
you
the
ask
Brain
Angry Chime Noises as well, because she reads a lot of books.
She does too, but I think she enjoys Dragonlance, so.
Oh, don't you enjoy Dragonlance?
Never read one.
I don't think she enjoys Dragonlance.
No? I probably actually would like Dragonlance, because I read a bunch of other Tracy Hickman and, is it Margaret Weir and Tracy Hickman? I think those are their names. In like non-Dragonlance books they've written.
I got some Dragonlance books you could borrow.
Like the Dark Souls. I don't read. I listen to, I like to be read too. I don't like to read.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Yes.
Read this next article to me.
Bungie cites quality miss with Destiny 2's Lightfall amid major layoffs.
Yes.
So Bungie is shipping off 220 employees.
Yeah.
Or cutting 220 employees and shipping hundreds more over to Sony.
Yeah. So they had 850 people. No, they had more than 800.
More than
they're going down to 850.
Yeah.
200 people have been laid off. 155 are going to work for Sony Interactive Entertainment. And then 75 to a new studio. Like, why? Anyways.
Yeah.
And they say it's because of how bad Lightfall was that it sort of poo-pooed the Destiny kind, and they've sort of recovered back with the Final Shape, which I think is the new one. People seem to loving that one.
It is the Final Shape after all.
But when Lightfall launched, that's when they went on cross-play and all that shit, and it was on Steam and blah blah blah, and it had like the highest player count of all time and stuff like that. And they still couldn't make enough money after that point. Like, I think something else is. I don't think the quality of Lightfall is what they should be blaming this on.
Lightfall missed Bungie's expected revenue by 45%.
Yeah, so maybe they need to think about what their expected revenue is,
Yeah. Waning player retention.
Yeah, because they fucked everything up. I did try it. That's the other thing, too, is like, they did the whole thing. Cross-save, cross-play. Whatever, you can play on any, you go to I love the way they do it. You go to bungie.net, it's like you choose, I want to play on my PlayStation account, and then boop, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And if it's like, but I had other stuff on my Xbox account, I want to play on that one, boop, it just changes,
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can use my PlayStation shit everywhere. Like, I'm gonna install this on Steam and try it with mouse and keyboard and all that stuff. Get my game up, no problem, whatever, blah blah blah. It's like, let me get back into it. I'm low light level,
Yeah.
Let me go to this first place they tell me. I get killed just because there's a random fucking world event going on. I can't complete the mission to start the thing because I just get destroyed. There's nothing I can do. So I was like, fuck this.
That seems to be your experience every time you fire up the game.
Well, when I first played it, it was fine.
Yeah.
It started me in a zone that was level 1.
Mm-hmm.
I played through it.
Mm-hmm.
I leveled my way up. But I go back to get back into it, and it's like, you're just coming back into it. Here's the first mission of this is where you should start.
Yeah.
Just die repeatedly.
World event.
Just die like 10 times in a row. It's like, fuck this. I don't need to play this. I can't even get
aggroing the boss, dog.
It wasn't the boss. It was like every other mob that spawned in there. And there's no one else fighting it or anything. It's just like, I can't even get to where I'm supposed to start the fucking mission. It's like, fuck this game.
Yeah, world events have bad drops, so like there's no a lot of the times those world events just have you just don't need them.
Yeah, the only time I ever did
Destiny
them
2 anyway.
was like because it was a challenge or something.
Yeah.
Like go do a challenge and defeat a fucking world boss on wherever the fuck you go in that game. I don't know. But I don't think the quality of Lightfall is to blame.
No. Because
they had the highest concurrent users they've ever had at that point.
It's the quality of the game in general.
Well, but the way it seems is they've fixed it all up now. People seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah.
But I'm not I mean, I've said it 1,000 times. I'm never playing it again. So whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like this whole, like Bungie is such a weird company.
Mm-hmm.
It's like back in the day, we're making Halo for Mac. Microsoft was like, hey, you should make that for Windows. Let's buy you. We'll give you all this money. You can work for us. So they buy Bungie.
Yeah.
They make Halo 1, 2, 3. Then they're like, you know what? We don't want to do Halo anymore. So we're all going to quit unless you sell us off. We want to be independent.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll sell the company off to you. We'll keep Halo. You can go on, do your own thing.
Do your own thing, yeah.
They're like, okay, immediately sign with Activision.
Yeah.
And Activision has all these sales goals and things they have to do for them. So they're under, basically, they may as well have been first party to Microsoft again.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out with Activision, so Activision fucks them off. Because Destiny was in the Blizzard launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it doesn't work out with Activision. We want to be independent. Do our own thing. Oh, Sony wants to buy us? Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work with Sony.
Pop Sony. Let's go.
Sony's not Microsoft. Sony doesn't give a fuck. So they say like, oh, we don't like working for you, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we're in charge. You know, you got to cut costs. So I'm sure that people were like, we're going to leave then. They're like, okay, bye. Because I think like some of their creative directors left now.
Yeah.
Like I think Luke Smith left, who was the guy who was in charge of, what was the big Destiny expansion that brought everyone back? Destiny 2, sorry.
Oh, Destiny 2.
Yeah. What was the
Forsaken.
one? Yeah, the Forsaken Queen or something, King, something like that. Yeah, he was in charge of that.
Was good.
Yeah, he was in charge of that. Like he's like the guy that does everything that
he was the guy. He's the guy that fixes everything.
Yeah, and he's apparently is left now, and it's just like
that's it. It's over.
Yeah, like
I mean, it was over when they launched Destiny 2. So whatever.
It wasn't. Come on, come on. It wasn't over. It wasn't.
It was over for me.
Yeah,
you
played a lot of it. What are you talking about?
And then I was like, this is dumb. Give me back to Destiny 1.
What's the difference though?
It's a big difference.
Okay. I don't think so, but
Destiny 1 is more RPG.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember that, but okay. I didn't play that much, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Bungie. Like Sony's not fucking around. They'll just be like, yeah, you're closed now.
Yep. They're like, yep, done. Dunzo.
I think Washington. We talked about it before, and I think Sony just bought Bungie because they're like, oh, they have a live service game. We'd like that in our portfolio. Like how to do that and do that in other games.
Yeah.
But then they do shit like this new Concord game they're doing, which is like a 5v5 hero shooter that costs $70. It's like, why would they launch a pay to play?
Oh, right. This game.
Yeah. A pay to play hero shooter. Like that's destined to die.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Like that has to be free to play.
$50.
American.
Or 80 no, $50 Canadian.
Oh, okay. But still, Steam. Too much.
Yeah, don't do a hero shooter and charge money for it.
It's like when Valve was like, we're going to do a collectible card game that you have to pay $70 fucking for. Like, are you kidding me? Anyways, it's a weirdo move that I don't agree with, but, yeah, I enjoyed my time with Destiny when I played it. I can't say I didn't.
Yeah.
I probably would enjoy Destiny 2 now, but I'm not going to play it. I refuse.
Yeah.
I'm taking the moral high road.
Take the moral high road.
Am I taking the moral high road?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Lastly.
Oh, God, this is so stupid.
Nebraska teen accused of derailing train records the crash and posts it online.
So I was like, whoa, crazy. A train derailment?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. But derail just can mean it just off the track. Because I watched this video and I was like, oh, that's the derailment?
Yeah, it just hits another car and just kind of hops off the track a little bit.
I'm sure it'll be very expensive for the rail.
Oh, yeah.
To
get a crane out there. Oh my God. My water bottle.
Getting the train on the track, and they probably have to empty the cars and all that stuff, right? But it was like at 10 kilometers an hour. Like it was nothing.
If that.
When I hear derailment, I hear like, I picture in my head like just burning wreckage along the railway.
Yeah,
and
I picture
like
coal all in the Fraser River, and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Exactly. But this was just like nothing really.
Yeah.
But it was like obviously something, because the guy has the camera on like a fucking tripod filming it, and then it happens and he picks up his camera.
Oh my God, stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Look at it coming in. Oh.
So it's like, what did he cause a derailment for YouTube views, I guess?
Probably. I mean, he got them.
Yeah. very
600,000.
Very, very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very underwhelming when I actually found the video. I was like, oh, that's the derailment? Like, it didn't even hit the building that was next to it.
No, it didn't.
Which was very lucky.
Somehow he got just switched the track and there was like a lone car sitting there.
Yeah.
And he just bumped the car.
So I wonder if he like went over, like, and they have like the old style, like, lever where you, you move it
manual
over or whatever.
Switching.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he hacked the electronic system with his Raspberry or with his Flipper Zero.
Yeah, maybe.
It was like,
yeah, I can't imagine that a railway would have like very good, like, protection on their electronics.
I would think that they would. So that people just can't come up and do that.
I would think
with
it's
the new
like
hacking stuff that's
in
come
a
out.
major area.
Yeah.
Like in like a major port or whatever. Yeah, sure. But in buttfuck Nebraska where this happened, I think it's probably still on the list to be upgraded.
Good old buttfuck Nebraska.
Yeah, I love it.
Place.
Yeah. Yeah, just anyways.
Yeah,
I mean, people have done more ridiculous things for YouTube views. So
oh, yeah.
I can't say I'm surprised, honestly, but it was obvious, like, when the camera was in the perfect location.
Yeah.
20 feet away to catch the derailment. I wonder, I mean, maybe he didn't think it would derail. Maybe he just thought it would hit the car and
yeah, it could be.
It would go rolling and be like, whoa, crazy. I was in the right place at the right time.
2 felony counts of criminal mischief.
Yeah. He's also a minor, so
yep.
You know, he'll go to juvenile hall maybe, and then he'll be expunged from his record in 2 years. So
didn't even call it a derailment. Jumped the rails.
Well, all the headlines say it was a derailment. That's why I was just like, oh shit, I got to see a video of this. If he filmed it, where can I see it? And then it was just like nothing.
Costing $350,000 in damage.
Yeah. Yeah, expensive to get a train back on the tracks. Yeah. You probably need to get a heavy duty
oh yeah,
crane to get that thing moving.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not you can't just drive it back on the tracks. Imagine. Imagine.
Just lower the rubber wheels and drive it back on.
There's some guy with like a big crowbar trying to leverage it.
There we go. She's back on.
Oh my God, so crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't derail trains.
Don't derail trains. It's not good for your wallet.
Even though you're going to get 600,000 views, just don't do it.
It's not worth it.
Don't do it.
The pennies that the dollars you're getting doesn't equate to the jail time.
Exactly. He's not going to get jail time. Come on.
Yeah.
House arrest, maybe.
House arrest, yeah.
Maybe.
And a bond.
Yeah.
$350,000 to pay back.
Yeah, maybe you should have to repay that.
Yeah.
He'll be working his whole fucking life to repay this train derailment. Are you kidding me?
Whole life.
Garnish your McDonald's wages? Jesus Christ.
For the rest of your life.
Imagine?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Holy. Anyways.
Don't derail trains.
No.
And that's going to bring us to the end of this podcast. If you like what you heard, and I know that you did, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you leave a comment, and let us know how we're doing out here. We're 181 episodes in, and no one said a damn thing.
They've said.
Have they?
Sort of.
I guess.
Well, they'll say, like, I look forward to the podcast tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you streaming it? I didn't get a notification. What the fuck? That kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Big thumbs up in the chat.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
And don't forget patreon.com/StreamVoidPod. That's the only way to support this podcast with your hard-earned dollar dues.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye.
Bye.